world's largest cave. It has a forest, a river, and clouds. How the fuck does a cave have clouds, nigga? The fuck? Nigga farting in here? Who big ass been in this cave? Niggas farting and shit. And a river, nigga, that's just animal piss. Nigga, that ain't no river. A forest, nigga, come on, bro. A couple trees. Get out of here, stop lying. Let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what they talking about.
Sangdong, the largest cave on our planet. This cave is so massive that it has a completely self-sustained ecosystem with its own climate conditions. Hundreds of meters underground, the clouds you're used to seeing in the sky form inside this cave. Sangdong even has an untouched prehistoric rainforest hidden far below the surface, and a vast underground river. From transparent fish to colorful monkeys, over 250 endemic plant and animal species live in this underground world. 7 new animal species were recently discovered here and are unique to this place. Stretching 9 kilometers in length, this cave holds 38.5 million cubic meters of space, and its passages are so enormous that a 40-story skyscraper could fit inside, and its giant stalagmites are rising like towers of ancient cities. Walking inside, it's impossible not to feel as small as a tiny bug.
There's crazy to shit like this on Earth just undiscovered. Like, some of this shit is underwater, some of this shit was just long lost because an earthquake. Like, there's a lot of shit like this that
on its own. Sangdong even contains phytokarst rocks, which move towards the sun like semi-living organisms. Rare cave pearls and many other unique formations are also found here. For 3 million years since its formation, the world had no idea about this cave's existence until it was fully explored in 2009 in Vietnam. Now, it's time for you to see the largest cave on Earth. Individual access is forbidden to protect both visitors and the fragile environment. This expedition is operated by Oxalis, the only authorized agency. To reach Sangdong, we've trekked through the jungle for 9 hours. And now we must pass through N Cave.
Nigga, you gotta walk 9 hours to get to a cave to do more walking and hiking? What the fuck? I commend your dedication.
The world's third
Thanks
largest
for doing
cave.
This for us.
This cave serves as a gateway to the world's largest cave. It's crucial to be fully prepared for every possibility. So before setting out on this journey, we did deep online research about Sangdong and its surrounding area to learn about everything that we would need to know. Now, we're heading towards the beach inside the cave. Over the centuries, water from nearby rivers gradually carved this place. The ceiling is 145 meters high, and the cave is 200 meters wide.
During the flooding season, much of this empty space is submerged underwater. You can understand from the basket over there, the water levels rise so much that it can carry objects up to that level.
With a breathtaking lake in front of us, it was impossible not to take a quick dip.
Nigga, that is... Ew, nigga, do you know what type of creatures are here? Nigga, something might crawl in your dick hole. Nigga, something might crawl in your dick hole, take control of your brain, and eat the shit. Do you know what type of shit come here? Nigga, this is where the brain-eating parasites come from. These fucking caves, unexplored, like full of random water. How did the water get down here? What the fuck is birthed in this shit? And you swimming in it? Ew.
The sound of swift birds echoes in the cave. Because of their short and weak legs, these birds can't take off from the ground and must jump from a high place to fly.
We got birds that can't... Nigga, there's birds in the cave that can't fly and have to jump. These niggas have to suicide dive and glide.
On the ground, it means death is certain.
This nigga's just... He failed to dive, I guess.
For these birds.
This one was
damn, that nigga is...
At sunrise, we're ready for the journey to Sangdong. If we call this cave a neighborhood, then Sangdong is a massive city in comparison.
Dang.
We will move to the darkness now.
I can't help but wonder what awaits us in Sangdong. As we walk, dozens of crickets on the ground start jumping from side to side. The ground is covered with centuries of bat guano. Above us, countless bats hang in deep sleep, but some are awake and constantly defecating on us, so it's not a good idea to look.
Niggas getting shit on by bats. You just walked here 9 hours. You swim in that nasty ass river full of fucking brain-eating parasites and worms that'll crawl in your cock hole. Like, Jesus Christ. Yo, you're...
Look up.
Oh, shit.
That's
if this was elevated.
We pass by
Dang,
formations
that's a
that look like travertine.
Bruise.
The limestone steps
He
take
bruised
us
like
to the
an
path that leads to
80-year-old white
Sangdong.
lady.
Wow. The view here is
Dang.
amazing. You can see some water coming
the
down
end?
from
Oh,
both
okay.
sides.
N Cave welcomed us for a night deep in the jungle. Now, it's time to meet Sangdong Cave.
It's trying to come to me, you know? It's moving towards me. It knows.
Don't
what
let
to
it latch
leap
on. Don't do that weird shit.
Oh.
He gonna let it latch.
It got too big.
Oh, it was already on him.
Beneath the soil we walk on lies the 450 million year old limestone formation, which
So he
began
just had a
forming
leech
long
sucking his
before the
blood that
existence
entire
of
time.
humans.
What happens if you put a leech on your dick? And it's hard. I just wanna theory. Let's theorize. Let's do magic, nigga. Vsauce. Where you at?
Or even dinosaurs.
Fucking
This
Bill
calcium-rich
Nye, he's on some
limestone
dope
is
shit.
composed
Like,
of
he might-
shells and skeletons of ancient sea animals that sank to the ocean floor and gradually compressed over millions of years. However, since calcium dissolves easily in acid rain slowly erodes limestone and forms caves over time. This is how the world's largest cave was formed, by rain dissolving limestone. A challenging final climb brings us down to the grand entrance of Sangdong. As we move deeper, everyone's switching on their headlamps now. This path will lead us to the Hope and Vision Passage. In this 9-kilometer-long cave, there is so much to explore. We might be the first to record newly discovered animals.
This is the entrance of Sangdong Cave.
telling me
You
they
can
ain't
see
record
those
word?
people
Get the
look
fuck out of
tiny at the entrance.
Even just a few steps in, we're surrounded by incredible cave formations. The water, rich in minerals,
What
flows
the
down
fuck
from the
is
ceilings
that?
or walls and builds these beautiful
Why do I
rimstone
want to
pools.
take a scoop? I just want to take a slice. Like I want to get a nice knife, cut a chunk out, and just take
over
a bite
time.
of this shit.
The very first animal greeting us is a cricket.
That shit
We are
look
making
good. I
our
don't
way
know why.
through the rocks.
Some stalagmites are sparkling in pure white because of the mineral type they're composed of.
It looks like a diamond.
That's salt.
Yes, it does.
There's a huge stalactite in bronze color, resembling frozen waterfalls. The orange-brown hue suggests the presence of iron or other minerals mixed within the limestone. Some stalactites have actually broken off from the ceiling
does that
and
even
fell
happen?
down to the ground.
That one in the middle is a fault line. It was formed because of tectonic movements of the Earth.
Sangdong's enormous size is not just the result of water erosion, but also the fractures caused by tectonic movements, which created pathways for water to flow deeper.
There's a huge river in this part of the cave. If you fall, you can't swim. It's so fast.
Heavy rains feed many
So,
rivers here, and a
don't
large
you
and
just go
fast
to the
river
other
now
end of the
flows
river?
through the cave.
You fall in that shit?
How
wonder
did
how
this
deep it
come
is.
to life? We are like hundreds of
Let's
meters
push a nigga
inside
in there
the
and find
cave.
out.
There's no sunlight.
Heavy floods
Push
can
them
bring
in and
soil and
find
plant
out.
stems into the cave. That's why we see a sprouted seed here.
Unfortunately, without sunlight,
sunlight,
they won't
like,
survive
it's
for
gonna die.
long. The flood also brought spores in, so now there are mushrooms growing here. The moisture and
Oh
dark
hell no! This is where the Last of Us fucking spores is coming from. This is how you get Last of Us spores. This is how you get bloaters. This is how you get walkers. Like you don't want shit like this growing, nigga. You see this shit? Stomp it out. Get rid of this. We don't need spores. No, get rid of that shit.
darkness are perfect for
ASAP.
them.
Just yesterday, the
Fuck.
water reached up to here. It carried a lot of mud with it.
It's so recent, as if the flood just happened here.
I'm not about to
Signs
have
of
to
the
kill my
incident are
daughter
Still visible.
because
We
of
reached
fucking
the Hope and
mushrooms.
Vision Passage. This is the
Mushroom
largest
short
part of the cave. It's
air.
standing next to the tallest stalagmite in the world. It is 80 meters high.
It took an average of 800,000 years for these minerals to accumulate on the ground as water dripped from the ceiling and formed this massive stalagmite. The reason it got so huge is because it grew in a part of the cave where the ceiling is over
That shit look like a
170
sea
meters
cucumber.
high and more than 130 meters wide. So
AKA
this
a
part of the
cock.
cave is as large as a 40-story skyscraper could
AKA.
fit, and even a double-decker aircraft could fly through.
You can see the light coming from the first dolin very far ahead. That's where we are heading.
We spot cloudy-like white patches on the ground.
What is this?
A spider web.
When they sense
Nigga, is this semen? What the fuck is down here? Are niggas just nutting in puddles to leave a trail for niggas to follow? Who the fuck is down here? What the fuck? The Goonies? The Goonie monster? What's his name? Fuck it. His name's Gooner.
vibrations
down
of a
here
trapped
going and
insect,
shit.
the spider jumps out,
Why is
bites
it
the prey,
soapy?
and returns to the funnel to eat. These are sand towers. When water drips from above, the parts under the pebbles are protected while their surroundings erode. And in the end, it
Step
forms
on it,
these
please. Step
towers.
on it.
It looks like a small metropolis.
on
If you carefully look at it, there's a guy standing on the top of that rock.
Our teammate in the far distance is now standing on a stalagmite
looks
of
yummy.
60 meters in
Doesn't shit
length.
look those
Maybe
little
3 kilometers
sand
forward in the cave.
Sand mountains look
This
yummy.
is our
to you?
camping site.
Or you
Imagine
talking about the
sleeping here,
sand on the
looking at
fucking
this view.
sand?
From here, you can partially see the first
freak
dew
us
line.
away.
It might look like the cave's exit, but it's actually the first of 2 massive dew lines. And from here on, things will get more incredible. The temperature difference between the outside and the inside of the cave forms mist and clouds inside the cave. The area
Damn, is this the
beyond
end of
them
the
is
cave?
called
Or
Watch
it
Out
goes
for
even
Dinosaurs. We will explore that place tomorrow. For
Watch
now,
out for
it's time to
dinosaurs.
rest.
Now we
Why
are
the
going
fuck
to
it's
first
called
Dolin.
that,
This
nigga?
is the next day.
They got raptors
There will be a
down
lot
there?
of
They got
things
blue
that
down
we will
there?
see today. Let's go.
We are crawling through narrow passages to get to the first dew line.
Oh no, this is
Very
that
narrow
cave
point.
bullshit. These tight corners.
These
and-
sticky threads are traps
Ugh.
belonging to cave worms. They produce a blue-green light from their tail to attract flying insects to these sticky threads.
What the
Once an
fuck?
insect gets stuck, the larva pulls up the thread with its mouth and eats its prey.
This limestone is the oldest limestone in Southeast Asia. It is more than 400
Got some
million years
beans and
old.
rice.
While some sea creatures
too.
become part of the limestone,
typical.
others
It is very
mineralized and ended up as fossils, like you see in this example. We'll get into the details of this fossil later. We're almost there.
Well, it takes for water droplets to reach the ground for like 20 seconds from up there. What is
That
the
shit's
height
high,
of
yeah.
this
Where's the
wall?
water coming
It's
from?
around 140 meters.
Everything is huge here.
When you look up, you can see the trees of the rainforest surrounding the opening.
That
But
shit
right
like
now,
they inside
we are
Miss
meters
Frizzle's
below and
vagina.
still inside the cave. The reason why this hole
This
exists
shit
is
looks
that
like a
hundreds of
vagina
thousands of years
POV.
ago, the river flowing inside
you shrunk the
Songdong
kids and
eroded the
put all your
limestone and
vagina POV.
weakened the roof. The roof couldn't hold up and collapsed, creating this giant hole above. So the light gave life to these algae and mosses.
In the afternoon, we'll go to Dolin number 2. It's very different. You'll see a
All
real
this
jungle there.
greenery
But
is
first,
beautiful.
let's see the first of the last 2 incredible formations here.
This is also a stalagmite, but it's a different one.
It owes its unique layered shape to the waterfalls. These are phytokarst formations. They are rare limestone formations shaped by the growth of algae, mosses, and microorganisms together with calcium carbonate. Since both biological and geological processes shaped them,
Bro,
they're
this shit
like
looks
partly
heavenly. You
living
see
and
that?
partly
You
non-living.
need to get a
Here
picture, bro. You know, but how crazy that is, nigga. It's 2025. I just realized. The first thing I thought about is I need to take a picture here. Oh my god.
Biological processes shaped them. They're
Oh,
like
you
partly
gotta
a
look
living and partly non-living. Here you can see the phytokarst formations moving toward the sun like a hand extending from
Yeah, it's
the
like a
cave.
hand.
Climbing 1 kilometer
like a
down and
witch's
up in the
finger
dark,
pointing.
we finally reached our next destination.
This is the second Dolin, much bigger than the
Looks
first
like some
one.
crazy
This
vibe,
looks
you
amazing.
fucking junkie.
All of a sudden, we are in a forest, in a
Take
cave.
your junkie
Here,
ass out
they're
of
so
here,
dense.
man.
The roof of the cave at
You not
this point
smoking shit
collapsed
in
as a
here. If
result
you
of the
smoke some shit in
intersection
here,
of
your
2
ass gonna
main
turn
faults,
into a
forming a dew line on the
plant.
surface
Your ass gonna
252
turn
meters
into a
above
plant,
where
nigga.
we are.
Like-
The collapsed cave roof
Fucking
allowed
around.
sunlight to enter, giving rise to an
And
entirely
what?
new ecosystem. Despite extreme conditions,
niggas
plants and
shameless.
animals have managed to adapt and turn this place into a unique underground rainforest.
As we move forward towards the light, the height of the plants grow. The soil makes it perfect to form a rainforest.
A large portion of the soil here consists of bat guano. It is accumulated for millions
really
of years
has a whole
and is highly
rainforest.
fertile.
The soil here is deep and full of small holes. There is an insect in each hole, and the insects are
What is
making
this,
traps
a
in
big
these holes
ass
to catch
anthill?
animals.
I
This
want to see them
jungle
pour a
is
bunch
huge.
of aluminum.
The biologists
you know how they
found
pour
more than
aluminum into anthills. They need to do that in that big ass hill. Imagine how crazy. that would be.
200 species of plants and almost 60 species of animals living in this area.
There are some monkeys on
Boy, you
trees.
need to try
This might
some
be the
Zara.
only
No, the
cave
fuck I
where
don't.
monkeys live.
Most primates typically prefer
need
trees
to
as their
try
habitat,
shit.
and cave environments are not suitable for them. However, this extraordinary cave has become a new living space for certain species. We came across a centipede. And snakes are living in this forest as well.
I'm not trying to smell like the back
Sound
of
of this
a
forest
fucking zebra's
It's
neck.
calming.
That shit stink, nigga.
Even the explorers who first came here in 2009 thought they'd found the exit for a moment.
Remember that we are in a cave. This cave has its own
That shit
rainforest.
stinks.
All of these trees get thinner but taller to reach the sunlight
quick
coming
card
from
here.
above.
I do
That's
wanna get
why
high.
all of them are very thin, but very
If it
tall
can help
compared
me,
to
I'll
their weight.
happily do
Certain
it.
trees reach heights of 40 to
Help
50
me calm
meters.
down.
It's because the trees prioritize height
How does a
to
tree get this
maximize
big
sunlight
here?
absorption.
This is the remains of a snail. Monkeys catch these snails and break them with stones, then eat them.
As we move through the cave, we start coming
I'll
across
be
signs
stepping on
red
every
shin dukes
snail.
have left behind.
Look, so many snails. Most of them are broken and probably eaten by a monkey.
We kind of forget we're in the cave because it's so massive.
This is where we are going to camp tonight.
It's our fourth and final day in the cave. Today, we navigate through a water-filled passage before reaching the Great Wall of Vietnam. The
And then you gotta
stalagmites here look
climb.
fascinating,
Get the fuck
almost
outta
like
here.
the work of a sculptor.
A pool of water surrounds this column and
that shit
fish
look
are
like
swimming in
beads.
it. These fish have no
That look like
eyes
a
as
black-
they have
a
adapted
black
to live
man's
in
room.
this total darkness. Instead,
Beads
their
on the-
other senses got
the door.
stronger over time.
See how it doesn't give any
know you
reaction
know.
to the shadow of
Nigga
my
eating
hand
snails?
or the movement?
It doesn't
Nigga, you
see
eat-
anything.
Niggas eating beans on toast, nigga. What's
Like the
problem?
fish, this cricket is
Niggas in
completely
the UK
blind.
eating beans and toast.
It
and
doesn't see me.
marmalade. Never mind, that's Australia.
These super rare formations are called
People are
cave
sick.
pearls. They are usually 1 centimeter in diameter, but here, since they are too old, some of them are as big as a tennis ball.
Just like real pearls, they form around a tiny nucleus, such as a grain of sand, with layers of minerals slowly building up over time. They need a few hundred years to be fully formed. As we push further into the cave, something unexpected catches
Are
our
those
eye.
human? Nick, are those human remains? What the fuck? Is that a bitch pelvis?
These are
Nigga, that's a pelvis.
deer bones. They're estimated
Deer
to be
bones.
500
Oh my
years
God, I was about to
old.
say.
There is one last challenge ahead. An
Deer
80-meter
bones. The
high
fucking
karst
deer
wall
fell through the
called the
ceiling.
Great Wall of Vietnam.
got
To
stuck.
reach there, we must
Snapped
also
his
pass
shit.
through a 600-meter-long Passchendaele passage. The passage is now filled with water and is turned into a breathtaking jade green lake.
Nigga, you fall
So
in this
high
shit.
that the light does not reach to very top.
Half your body will turn into fucking.
After the wall,
Wax,
the light from
I
the
don't know.
exit is
That shit
visible
turns.
from 500 meters away.
We have explored the
body
world's
is
largest
pure
cave from
mushroom
one
growth.
end to the other, yet on the fourth day of the exploration, one mystery still remains. Which ancient creature the fossil we saw in Sondong belongs to? I'm opening Opera browser and quickly navigating to the cave's website to check the related article. Here we'll find the same fossil's image and its
hit us
description.
with the
I'm gonna
Opera
press
browser.
Command/ or Control/ to open Aria. It's a built-in AI tool. Let's ask it to highlight the key points in this article. The article mentions 2 different coral fossils, but doesn't specify which image belongs to which creature. Luckily, Aria has
I'ma
image
start doing
recognition
this. I
feature.
need
I'm
some
gonna
more.
upload the image and ask again.
Remember we had those at my old crew. I had what? What the fuck
It
from the
identifies
cave
the
did you
fossil
have?
we saw as Tetracorolia. Let's check for more information on this sea creature. First, I'm using the Tap Islands
that was a
feature to
creature?
effortlessly group tabs by
That looked like
topic
it was
and
something
save
on the
space.
rock.
I can expand or collapse them as needed. I'm splitting the browser window to view both websites side by side. It appears that Tetracorolia or rugosa went extinct 300 million years ago. This carnivorous species is believed
Wait,
to have had
they're
tentacles to
extinct?
catch
How's it
prey
here?
and grew up to 10 centimeters. Because it is
You should cut that motherfucker off the rock and eat that nigga. Eat it. Eat it.
Today, we don't know
eat it.
exactly what this animal looked like, but with Aria's image generation feature, we
Nigga,
can
throw that
create
nigga
a
in the
possible
pan.
visual for this animal.
Flip his ass like an omelet and eat it.
Here's an illustration of a living Tetracorolia drawn as a colony with tentacles. By the way, tab traces feature, as you can see here,
I thought
help
that shit
us
was only
see
in
our
Finding
recent
Nemo.
visited tabs by darkening the underscore. The darker the underline, the more recently the tab was visited. Using Opera Smart Tools, I believe that we identified which creature this fossil belongs to.
Didn't
Opera also
ChatGPT just try
enhances
to copy
workflow with a
itself?
floating music player
ChatGPT
and
copies
customizable themes with
other
many
people.
other features. Download Opera now from the link in the description box
expounds on
or
it.
pinned comment to take your browsing experience to the next level. Thank you for watching. See you in the comment to take other features. Download Opera now from the link in the description box
I think he might have sold me on Opera. I'm not gonna
or
lie.
pinned comment to take
You
your
just
browsing
sold me.
experience to the next level. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Ruhi Chenet was here.
Shout out to them. Jesus. The world's largest cave. You don't ever want to go in this shit. Trust me, you don't want to go in this cave, nigga. You saw them shrooms, nigga. That's how the Last of Us started. That's how the spore shit started. That's how everybody got infected. Stay out these fucking caves. Somebody's gonna go in one of these caves, come back with some shit. Not no COVID. This time it's gonna affect our brains, and we're gonna turn into some walkers and bloaters and shit. Like, how does a cave, like, that's crazy. There's so many, there's gotta be so many more caves unexplored like that, with like whole ecosystem, like actual animals, not little algae, like full like mammals and omnivore. I don't know what the fuck is a deer? I don't know what a omnivore. I don't know. No, they just eat grass, I think. But yeah, which largest cave would you go? I would never go. Why the fuck would I go? Maybe for that one picture with the shimmering and shit. It look heavenly. Maybe I would do that with the hand. Yeah, that'd be cool. But would you go? No, I don't know. You tell me in the comments. You enjoy. Next video. Sub. Almost to 300 subs. You want to get there or not? Okay then, sub up.